The crane. This towering beast is an essential part of any building's construction.
We only got 1 week left with the crane.
Go.
Cranes lift and move heavy materials and equipment that are way too large or heavy for workers. And without it fully operational, the entire construction process can quickly grind to a halt.
They didn't hear they were leaving.
When the crane comes down, it's a huge milestone. That means the building is ready for final details. It needs a specialized team and steady weather conditions to make sure it comes down safely. But these can be derailed pretty easily from faulty equipment, gusts of wind, and even an earthquake.
We might get another aftershock.
This is Century City. It's January, and the team at Century City is once again putting in overtime to put the finishing touches on the 40-story residential tower, right next to the rental tower, locale.
Windows are coming Friday, right? Yeah. Do you think you're gonna start putting them in on Monday, or? Okay, as long as you guys are keeping busy, we gotta make this happen.
At this point, the building is all ready for the last few touches. But there's a problem, and it's about 400 feet tall.
The crane is going to be coming down starting on January 20th. It's going to be a week-long process. There may be some late days and work into the dark, which they're very, very reluctant to do. But they have to hit the target of the Friday to have the mobile crane take the jib off.
With the crane takedown being an especially dangerous part of the construction process, the team is going to have to take extra safety measures, establish large control zones dedicated only to the crane, and even temporarily shut down roads around the site.
They will have signage just to make sure everybody has a good understanding of where they can be and where they can't.
Any questions on the crane takedown?
With crane safety under intense scrutiny in British Columbia in recent years, heightened precautions and stringent safety protocols are top priority. Cranes are a lifeline for a construction site. Their base is firmly anchored to a reinforced concrete foundation, while the steel mast is built up in modular sections. The crane climbs itself using a hydraulic jack that creates space for adding and bolting each new section as the building is constructed. At the top, the slewing unit enables the crane to rotate, while the jib, the long horizontal arm, extends outward to lift and lower heavy loads. To maintain stability, counterweights are strategically placed on the opposite side of the crane.
This crane's tip capacity is 8,500 pounds. And then on the base of it, by the tower section, it's at 16,000 pounds lifting capacity. Come on up easy, inches on slack, pins are in. It's about to take weight, jiggling in the air here. Looks good, all yours. 7 minutes to get up there. It's that high.
The crane is ready for takedown so the team can proceed. But like always, there's a problem. Before the removal even started, the team noticed there was an issue with an essential piece of the rig.
Unfortunately, the crane operators and riggers didn't divulge that there was issues with the brakes on the trolley motor. The day they came to start the dismantle, the guys were uncomfortable using the tower crane to take it down because the brakes had problems.
A lot of site activities were really hinging on the crane coming down in the next week, but safety is first.
Turns out, the brake pieces can't get there quick enough, and the whole crane removal gets pushed back an entire month, costing Century Group tons of money and delays, putting the timeline to move-in day in jeopardy.
But fingers crossed, because we want this thing to come down so we can go ahead with all the skip suites, all the landscaping, all the parkade work. It will be holding a lot of things up. Not to mention the logistics of rescheduling. A lot of work goes into this, re-coordinating deliveries, reallocating staff and resources. So it's a big headache, but par for the course.
It's February, and the crew is back.
So what are we doing? Are we still on track to get her done by the end of next week?
The brake pieces finally arrived and were replaced.
So here we go. Wish us luck.
The crew begins clearing the crane site without a hitch. The crane removal is the reverse operation, unbolting and removing each mast section until a mobile crane can safely reach the jib and counterweights for takedown. Superintendent Duncan Jordan is extra eager to get it out of the way.
Things started okay on Tuesday. The guys climbed the crane down below the roof level here.
But sometimes more obstacles arise that are just out of anyone's control.
Came back Wednesday morning as they started getting set up. The winds really picked up.
I heard that they weren't doing anything and they were waiting.
We said gusts of 50 kilometers. Not during the day today. All I'm seeing is max 30K. Not my weather app.
When we're dealing with working on a 40-story tower, so the wind conditions down below, it seems like it's pretty windy, but when you get up top, it's real windy.
It's because the wind's pushing towards the tower right now.
We gotta move.
With a high-altitude vehicle like a crane, intense winds over 40 kilometers per hour can risk swaying the crane and endangering the crew. The crane will once again have to be shut down until steady weather conditions resume.
So yesterday they came back. The winds had died down, so they were good enough to get going again.
And then,
Did you guys feel the earthquake? Here we just thought it was a big truck that rolled by.
with a 4.2 magnitude earthquake, the crew gets a seismic reminder of just how shaky construction in British Columbia can be.
Did you check in with the guys up the tower?
The danger lies during the unbolting process. The crane becomes significantly less stable, a situation made worse by winds and earthquakes. But with the shaking settled, they won't let it stop them from finishing the job. And with that, the crew is determined to get that tower of metal off the site and get this building back on time.
We're wrapping up the crane removal here for the southwest tower, and everything went well today. Everybody worked hard and got the job done, and we're also ready to push hard to get this building finished.